Y'all are crazy.
And you are live.
Hey everybody, welcome to Wine Wednesday. It is your host, Damon Johnson of DJ Realty Solutions, Damon Inc. And one more Lincoln as well. No, lots of companies, lots of hats. Lots of hats. Hopefully not this and we add the event planning hat, but that'll be a partnership with Triple Visual. He just yeah. I I see that one coming. It's already here. Shit, while I'm playing, this is technically event number 2 we're gonna talk about. So here we are. Hope you guys have power. Mine is still on. Oof, oof. I had to text the neighbor like, hey, because I sent that post out earlier. DTE, y'all ready? Because y'all was so ready to take my bill money the other day. Cause it's too hot to not have that central air on. I'm sorry. I am not that person. I'm just not. I'm going to cut that button on. I cannot be asleep and be hot. Plus, I have to work when I get home. It's not like I go home and uh go right to sleep. I gotta figure out what I'm eating, jump back on that laptop or that phone, and then sleep. And I have to do it in the comfortable air. So here we are. That's just the thing. And no electricity. I mean, where am I gonna go? Across the street, they ain't got none either. So here we are. And you know what's uncomfortable, Trip? Or maybe because Trip likes sleeping outside. I don't know. I do not like staying at my family member's house. Like, huh? Thank you for the offer. It'd be my sister. She's like, you can come over here. I'll be like this. Oh Lord. She go to bed at 8 o'clock. You know I'm a night owl. I'll be up like this. What? She already sleep. I'm like, oh boy, I guess I better. Do you feel bad? You be like, I guess I better shut up and go to sleep too. But yeah, power is on. So it just needs to stay on until I can go to sleep. Cause I got a sandwich from what's the place called? Jersey Mike's. Listen, y'all. Jersey Mike's is the bomb. But if y'all don't get some help and to say hello, shout out to Cooking with Q and her training her team to say, welcome to the kitchen as soon as you hit the door. Y'all, I went today because I need you to pre-plan your day out. First of all, me and Trip had to shoot with Tony Camilleri, the premier icon, EXP agent, business owner. So I knew I had to be ready for that. So I said, you know what? You better get lunch on the way in because it's supposed to storm. You got to shoot. I had a meeting with, I had a couple things going on today. Anywho, so I'm standing in line at Jersey Mike's, Detroit location, who I hope the manager is listening. It was a guy in front of me. First of all, can we get to the setup? It's crazy. It's wonky. When you first come in, there's people waiting for online orders, so you don't know whether you need to be placing the order or not. So I looked up at something said look up. It said order here, but you're ordering on top of the meat counter. It's a very strange setup. So the guy who I was standing next to, we both looked at each other like, what the hell do we do now? So I see the Office Evolution. Come on, sponsor by Office Evolution. I'm gonna do their plug in a minute. So we finally figured out we gotta go stand in the middle of the order, but we sit there like this. Nope. At this point, I'm 10 minutes in and nobody said, hey, kiss my ass, nothing. So the one, I can't say because they're going to know who it is. The one team member finally came out I'm not saying you got to be the happiest sandwich maker in the world. But if you got an attitude, just stay home. Just stay home. If you know, I mean, we all got bills. I've shown houses that I didn't feel like showing, but I gotta pay some bills. But I gotta turn some days I gotta turn into DJ Realty Solutions. And if I can't turn into DJ Realty Solutions, guess what I do? Girl, I got COVID. I gotta stay home. I mean, we all have those days, but I was like, I felt like I don't ever want my clients to feel like they're bothering me to use my services. because it's a million. It's only one Damon, but it's a million realtors, and I want to do my job and provide that service for you. I don't know. So I finally got the order, and I said, Lord, let me make this simple because I don't just the flow of how you order there, the no greeting, the flow, the just I could make that place $1 million establishment because the food, the sandwich. Now the sandwich is fantastic. Do not get me wrong. They kicking Jimmy John's in the stomach. Subway too. The sandwich, whew, delicious. But I would rather just go to Jimmy John's because of the service. Because guess they're doing at Jimmy John's. Hey, how are you? Hello. Welcome to Jimmy John's. Today I got this. And you know how when you're standing somewhere, it feels like longer than what it really is. But I try, even when it's not my business, if I'm somewhere, I go, hey, I'm just that type of person, I guess, a hello person. I don't know. It's weird because here's another thing, Trip. What if I was ordering for the whole office today? I wouldn't go back and order from Jersey Mike's. I would take that business right to Jimmy John's. I would have been like, whatever. Speaking of whole office, this episode is brought to you by Office Evolution at, Lord, what's our address, Jesus? Oh, 801 West Big Beaver Road. We're in Suite 300 out of Troy, Michigan. We are on the $1 Million Mile, Big Beaver Road. So, hey, come on. Office Evolution is the home of the solution for all entrepreneurs, small businesses, big businesses. You can rent offices by the minute, hour, day, week, month, and yes, the year. Ever since I've had Damon Inc. here, we have had a great time. They speak to me when I first walk in the door, like, hey, David. So no, they take great care of me. And thanks for sponsoring the show tonight. And the electricity is on. That wouldn't be their fault if it weren't, because that storm came through here and I looked out the window like, Trip, I don't know. I almost canceled this morning, like, then I said, no, what am I gonna do? Refilm with Tony? I'm like, what do you do? It just makes next week, it just wasn't, you know what I mean? It just wasn't. Now, if it was snowing, y'all can go somewhere. But rain, tornadoes, I'll do. I'm fine. Speaking of being fine and having multiple businesses, the Purchase Experts is doing an event here. Really, it's a website launch from company owner Sean Groves. I'm Chief Marketing Officer, Lord Jesus, help us all. But we are doing the website launch right here at Office Evolution. It's going to be August the 17th. Between 6 to 8 p.m. We are going to have a great time. You get to see and meet the Purchase Expert partners, staff, owner, all of that. The mascot Kilo may even show up. We'll see how that goes. We gotta get somebody in that owl suit. I don't know where you get an owl suit from. Come on, what is that called? Halloween Town, USA? I'm like, hi, y'all got an owl costume I could borrow? Or just buy? Oh, you know what I could do, Trip? Hedwig from the Harry Potter series. Like, is he still a costume? Like, give me that damn owl costume. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But the event is going to be right here at Office Evolution, August the 17th, 6 to 8 p.m. If you are in any type of mortgage-related business, let me break down what those titles and offices are. If you see a loan come across your desk, you are invited. It is a free event. If you work at United Wholesale Mortgage, you know you automatically invited. If you are a broker, if you are a loan officer, if you are a realtor, you know realtors come first. You know how that goes. Title processors, insurance agents, come on out. We are going to have a great time. It's going to be a big event. So when the link comes out to register, please register so we can get an account and really give you a proper welcome and maybe have your name tags. Have you ever, I don't know if you ever run into this, where people register late and their name tag is handwritten? What the hell did you thought you was going to get? I've stood behind people at the check-in table and they like, my company name not on here. And I know exactly what happened because it's happened to me before. Somebody registered late and they just said, dang, man, what do you want me to do? I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, here's your name tag, because Tripper's in charge of the name tags, people. So if the list not right, he ain't saying nothing. Get to that microphone. Where's my clapping button at?
They took all my name tags.
People, name tags are a thing.
I made those badges and people liked them so much that they took them. And I was kind of like, oh, I need those back because they cost money. Like, they're plastic, right? There's a lanyard of plastic.
Oh, yeah.
But they loved them so much. They're like, oh, I really want it. And
I'll bring mine back.
It's kind of awkward.
Give me that plastic.
It was kind of awkward to be like, yeah, nah, that's fine.
No, you know what you do. This is how you get them. You say, hey, team, because that's your team, unofficially. Bring your badges to the next event because we're going to need them. So now they're yours. So now you're responsible for having your lanyard and your badge.
That's right.
That's what we'll do. We'll do that because Trip is out of town the week of the launch. So I'm assuming some of his team is going to be here. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, be like, in order for you to get entry, you got to have your badge. And Trip said, leave it here because you wouldn't. Yeah, that's funny how you think you're going to get something back and be like, ooh.
Well, what I think about is one of those moments where it's like, what are you willing to show your ass for? Like, what's the bare, like, what's the smallest thing? Like, what's the right at the line where you'll show your ass, right? Like, to me, like, the badge is like, what, maybe a couple dollars. So I'm gonna be tripping in public for a couple dollars. So
yeah, it's like
you gotta find your line of where you're gonna act the fool about something.
I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Well, I'm sure you've noticed. People look at you as a boss. So I'm serious. When I spend money on stuff, people are like, oh, Damon got it. He'd be looking like this. Girl, I need that 10 cent back. Like, I see it with me, you, Q. I see it with Sean. I see it with people who have companies and be like, oh, they don't need this pen I really didn't need. I'm going to take this pen anyway. You're like, girl, what am I going to use for the next event?
And that's why I don't go to lunches.
Right. They're like, ain't you taking us to lunch? No, bring your own. But the event is going to be great. We had the meeting for it today. It's going to be a good time. And yes, we are having music. We are having we're calling it the Trap House Special event. That's the name of the event. I said all trap and twerking music the whole night. Sean will be like, what is this? I'll do his wife. Hey, Damon, what all this booty shaking music going on? So funny. But on the serious note, I'm going down the agenda. The $10,000 program is still on. Y'all know I still sell houses. Yes. Buyers, you just need to have a 620 credit score. The home we are looking to put you in needs to be in certain areas to qualify for the up to $10,000. Don't you call me about Damien, I'm finna get $10,000. You finna run and buy, go to Jamaica with it. No, it has to be for your home. You can't just, they don't cut you a check for the 10 grand. They put it for your down payment and for closing costs. You get up to $10,000. So if you have a 620 credit score and the house is in the right area, we can look up the house. Like, if we say I'm showing a house next week in Waterford, I'm for sure gonna put it in the system. It'll tell me yes or no. It tells you right there. Excuse me, whether you qualify, whether the home you qualify, it's whether the house qualifies for it. It's one of the caveats to that program. And then we keep right on going as usual. There's no payback for that. Ooh, excuse me, y'all, I'm burping like crazy tonight. Ooh, what am I drinking? The Seagram's Peach Bellini. Teresa, I'm saving your wine. You got me, and thank you. I'm saving that for when you come on. What is this show called? Wine Wednesday. I was gonna say the Purchase Expert. I'm looking at Purchase Expert thinking Wine Wednesday, but Teresa, you come on when you're here next. You'll do Wine Wednesday with me. You and Liz can be on the same time. No worries. So that program, you don't have to pay the $10,000 back, which is great. So there's really is no excuse for anybody. No excuse to not buy your house. I don't care. I don't even talk about rates. I do not, because we have something so good. Who cares what the rate is? You wait till it's lower and just refi. We also have a 580. Yes, you heard it here first. All you need is a 580 credit score, and FHA will qualify. You get money for that. Now, that program, I believe, is up to $5,000, and they will give an additional $1,000 towards, don't quote me. Oh, I got it. Towards home warranty and, Lord, is it appraisal? I think it's appraisal. Y'all don't quote me. I got a lot going on in my head. But I know you get up to $5,000 for the 580 FHA. So let's say you don't have the 620. Not everybody has it. No big deal banana peel. When you try to run you for the 580 FHA, listen, everybody qualifies for something. We just don't know what it is yet. Everybody qualifies for something. And let's say you don't qualify for either. Well, I'm going to put you into a program with one of our credit repair people. Shout out to Shrai Piki. And we'll get your credit worked on, and maybe you need to lease for a year. That's fine. We'll find you a lease. Everybody, my goal is to get everybody in a better living situation than what they are now. So that's the goal. Whether you need to rent for a year, you need to be in one of the programs, work on your credit, whatever. There's no shame in nothing. We are all here to help each other. Speaking of helping each other, this market, listen, y'all, houses are starting to come on, but they're going off fast. So do not sit there and be circling houses like, I'm gonna see this. Like the client I'm showing next week, I was like, girl, you sure we gotta wait till next week? I was like, you know how nobody wants it until you want it? You can look at a shirt in the store for 2 weeks. You go back and it's gone. Like, damn. Like you go to have them in TJ Maxx. That's happened to me before. You have something like, they ain't gonna clean up over here. You go back like, oh, damn, they change the whole damn store around. Do not wait. Go see the house. Because what's happening is while you're waiting to go see it and deciding, the person before you was doing the same thing 2 weeks ago. It's still not an equal balance of homes to buyers. We're still out of whack a little bit. There are a ton of listings that are coming on. I know that Tony has a house in, I think it's West Bloomfield that he's selling. So I'm gonna put that link up. I'm gonna put that post on my page. If I have any buyers who are looking in West Bloomfield and you want to use me, you're guaranteed to get the house because I know the listing agent. See how that works? I need a house. I need a home in Waterford. If you have a home that you know that is coming on that is built in 1980 and sooner, we will take it because she wants more of a new build situation. So looking at 1980, 81, 82, you get the gist. Something a little newer, 3 beds, hopefully 2 baths, 1.5 is doable. 2 baths will be great. Updated, I believe our budget is $350 because we were getting a new pre-approval. Shout out to Chuck Weiler getting that new pre-approval out to me. He was working on that today because I said we made a little bit of an increase because we're looking at newer homes. So the newer the home, the more money it is. That's just a trade-off. If you want to do some fixing up, we can get you under $300. You want to do a little more fixing up? If you want the newer the home is, the more it's going to cost you. It's just a thing. But it's okay. But the market is heating up. Well, it's already hot to me because if you market the house right and it's in a decent neighborhood, it's going to sell. My buyers, please go in with a strong pre-approval. Please. You can call me for that too. We'll get you to the right people. 248-818-8538. There's no excuses for nobody to not fire their landlord. We're not firing you. Put them on notice. Be like, we breaking up. we're really breaking up. If you really want to, if you renting and the situation's good, great. I tell people, go buy a new couch, buy some new pillows, vacuum, get a new rug. If you like where you live, like I tell people sometimes, when they give me these impossible scenarios, at a client, oh, I'm waiting on the market for these house prices to go down. Where's the laugh button at? Oh, great. Here we go. I said, go down. I'm waiting on Oreos to go back down in price to look like it's fucking happening. Nothing is. What if y'all simple economics? Once they figure out we'll pay for it, it never goes back down. You think how much was the first iPhone trip when you first got to AT&T?
Oh God, no idea. I think it's like 500, 600, something like that.
So here we are. They're super popular. Do you think Apple and AT&T going back down to 500, 600? I'm waiting on the iPhone to go. You've never heard nobody saying, I'm waiting on the iPhone to go back down.
Well, I'll do you one better. Remember the free phone?
Where's that phone at?
Remember the free phone?
Nobody is waiting on iPhone prices to go back down because they're not. They just aren't. And did you hear the rumor? Well, it's not a rumor. It's on the news. They said Apple is buying Disney. I said, well, Disney on everything. So now you other phone companies need to be shook us. If Apple buys Disney, over. Curtains.
Well, that's a great example.
Is that a monopoly?
Well, let me tell you this. AT&T bought Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Whoever controls the media.
Content.
Content distribution.
Why is Apple buying Disney?
Content. Because Apple TV ain't so hot. Because who owns Netflix now?
I don't think anyone owns Netflix.
Ooh, smart on their part. To me, if I was Disney, I would have been bought Netflix.
Well, on this very show, at the VCon recap, I said, all you people that are artists and creative types, your time is coming. The only thing that these companies are looking at is creative content, the people that can do IP.
Content. Because they were talking about the one of my clients who should remain nameless. I don't know if I can mention him on the thing. I won't just rename. One of my clients who's an actor. Right. I was talking to them, and then on the news, or it was either news or a podcast, there was some, I can't remember where it was. The lady was saying the same thing the Trip just said. All you content creators, y'all better start reposting y'all stuff because we are the only ones who are not under contract. I don't know if y'all been watching the actor strike or whatever. They do not get paid for streaming. Did you know the cast of the Brady Bunch will get $1 for them reruns?
Damn. I'm saying we're in the cusp of a very interesting time, and it's all around content and IP.
Because I think if you go back on our shows, and I didn't mean for the show to go this way off of real, this is involving everything. We had noticed that during COVID, how terrible the studio stuff looked. I said, is it got a new cameraman? What is going on? It was awful. The production level was terrible. And so for y'all now not to snatch the curtain back from eyes, to be like, oh, we also not paying them and we want the best work. There's no way. If you told me Greg Brady wasn't a millionaire, I always thought they were millionaires. I really did. I mean, I'm sure they get a little bit of guest appearance stuff here and there, but growing up when we did, to know that the Brady kids don't get any money. I have sat through 3 different decades of watching them on TV. 70s, 80s, and if the Brady Bunch, if certain episodes came on the day, I'm gonna sit there and watch it. It's comfort.
Well, a good thing too, and kind of shout out to Q, who kind of has read the writing on the wall. Where careful about these deals that come your way. Like if you're a rapper, it'd be like everything to get signed by label. But now,
Now,
think about it, right? If you're a writer, especially a writer, if you're like somebody that can write screenplays and movies, like those are the people they they want the most. Like maybe you need to think about when you're selling your stuff, what the deal is for that, or to sign on as a writer for a company, because it's looking like you see the landscape where it's like, hold on, like they will, they're looking ahead, so you need to look ahead too when it comes to streaming and the other platforms that can showcase your stuff.
I know we've talked about this on the show. I assumed a lot. I thought once I remember when Girlfriends got picked up by Netflix, I was like, oh shit, they finna get paid. But did they really?
Right. Well, think about Q. She was offered a couple things and she turned it down.
Good thing now because like she's like, I don't really understand. Like, why am I getting like 30% or some shit like that? And I'm the whole show.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's like I watched and I started watching The Housewives a long time ago. Nene had said on the show they only got 10,000 that first season. I said, damn. So you really got 5. You know how quick you can spend $2,000 in the last. She said they can pay for their own clothes, parties. Here I'm trying to get sponsorship for my purchase expert event. And you know what I mean? It's like I'm glad that we're in where we are now. So when YouTube or Dish Nation or whichever one of these streaming platforms wants to pick up Wine Wednesday from Damon Johnson, DJ Realty Solutions, and Trip Audio Visual, we'll be like, I need to own 80% of whatever got my name on it. Because I'd rather own it than get a check from it.
Well, yeah, I'd say those deals can be very helpful and definitely can put you on the map. But like the contract might matter. Like if they're like, oh, we know we own the name Damon Johnson in perpetuity, it's like, no.
Right. It was this one deal they had on there and they were like, I forgot who it was. Everybody's deals are coming to light now on the news. People are saying, oh, I got this, I didn't get that. It was something where he didn't sign it. Oh, it was Project Runway. They couldn't sell their own things they had made because the Harvey Weinstein company said anything that you make on the show belongs to us. They went back and redid it, but because the guy was doing his senior thesis, this is what it was. He was like, damn, I did my best stuff for the show. He had artist block, which I've gotten before, where I'm like, uh-oh. And the host was like, just use what you used on the show and just, rejudge it a little bit. He said, I can't, that don't belong to me. He was like, what? So I'm of the ilk now, shout out to Joe Dallo. I'm here, Joe Ritas, my attorney. What's it supposed to say? Because these deals now, to not get paid off of streaming, is being. Do you know the girl? Did you ever watch This Is Us?
No.
Well, you know who Mandy Moore is, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
The main star of the show. She said now she did get paid well for the,
up front.
Do you know they sent her a check for $1.38 for residuals? I said, what? $1. She was on the picket line with them. She said, I'll be fine because of the upfront money from the shows.
Yeah, it's not about, everyone's like, oh, Tom Cruise is taking a private jet to Barcelona. I think he's doing okay. It's not about the A-list actors. It's about the people that are
B and
C's that are well respected in their craft
that you see every week on TV.
Can't afford to live in Los Angeles because they're not getting there's how many A-list celebrities
you can hit a rock and throw them. You can hit a rock and hit in one of them.
No, I'm saying how many are in rotation? 20, 30, 40. And it's about it takes thousands of people for this machine to work. And if they're living in poverty, then they're like, no, I'm not fucking doing it.
I think it's crazy because not that I'm anywhere on it, but people just do assume that you have all this money. And I'm like, Baby, this jewelry old.
Well, they were taking advantage, and probably the same thing for the music industry, where it's like if you're in the industry, that's like
The gift to
enough.
itself. Yeah,
It's
like,
oh,
what?
I'm writing for this popular show. That's me. And like that hooks a lot of people in the glitz and the glamour of it versus like, oh, you know,
I can't
I'm
go to Whole
getting a good-
Foods.
yeah, versus like getting a livable wage. And I don't know, man, like I'd much rather see those people make money than just some like studio boss or whatever.
I just could not believe when I think of residuals, I think of, oh, your rerun came on, that's $1,000 for you. Now, when you go pay your agents or whatever, when they showed them checks on TV, I was like, $10. What? And I mean, these were people that you know. These weren't like
well, I just think this is my final thought on it.
the girls from Pretty Little Liars are on strike out there with them.
What we need to do as a society, because it has really nothing to do with anyone but the public at large, it needs to be taboo and pariah behavior for you to hoard millions and millions of dollars. Because actually, the
But it's
problem is
rewarded.
we applaud the people that are billionaires. Like, oh my God, this guy's a billionaire. He's a boss. I want to be like him. And that honestly should be like, boo, what a fucking asshole. This guy's hoarding money. Honestly, you should be ashamed to have like this much money that you could never possibly ever use. If anything, the flex should be this company pulls in the most money and it pays its people the most. That should be the flex, where it's like, yeah, Disney did $3 trillion last year, but you know, Bob took $2 million. By the way, not a bad amount of money to earn in a year versus, you know, what, $300 million,
Right.
and they paid their people, you know,
$10 an hour.
$2.8 trillion. Like, make the flex that you're taking care of your employees. Like, fuck, no one gets paid more than like. I understand that at the end of the day we're competitive, so we have to always flex who makes the most. It should be embarrassing for the person to make the most, but be the flex that my company brought in the most revenue and pays its people the most money.
Because when you take care of your people, they take care of you. My mom always taught me, baby, feed that tummy so they work better for
again,
you.
like, I just don't. What are you gonna do with $500 million in a year? Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm buying a
Like,
space
what are
shuttle.
you gonna do? Like, what are you honestly gonna do with this money? Like, it's like,
Buy all
well,
my listings.
I can put it towards philanthropy, and it's like, okay,
No,
okay,
that's a tax write-off.
surely we can think of a better way to do this, and just like these people that are hoarding all this money, and it's for ego. Like, let's be for real about it. Like, you want to be known as the richest person in the world, so you're trying to like have a pissing contest with whoever else is in your elk.
But the crazy thing is, none of those people at the top, I'm going back to the artists and movies and whatever, the media, they ain't came or not one of them single. That's what I tell
That's
people.
the problem.
When
The
I
people
come up with
that are the
prices,
stars aren't the ones making the money.
when I come up with prices for Damon Inc. and like for Trip Audio Visuals prices, y'all, it's hard to put a price on creativity because y'all asses be wanting so much. Y'all want social media management, video production, life coaching, business revenue. I'm like, you don't even do this shit for yourself. I'm here to manage your social media, not your life. Oh, that's a post. I know what people go through, even with my clients, potential clients, future clients. It's like, what's your worth? It's like, what is this worth to you? I did a post for a client. Shout out Tony Cameron. I shout out Tony. 6. I did the idea. Trip shot it, came out great. That fucking video did numbers on Facebook. Did I go back and be like, oh, for every 10 views, that's another $1? You set your price of what's fair. I try to be fair and not to get fucked over. Because I feel like if I'm getting fucked over, I'm not gonna feel like doing. It's just me. I'm human. I ain't Jesus. I know me. I'm more mad at myself. I'll be like, I should have charged your ass full price. That's why I don't give discounts and whatever and stuff, because you end up being at home at 10 o'clock like this. Why this font won't stay purple? Am I lying, Trip? You be at home. When you think something's gonna be easy, your computer be like, watch this. I'm stuck in the drive. You know how many times I've had something
Well, if you're
stuck?
miserable doing it, then something's wrong.
Wrong, yep.
Either the pricing's wrong or the balance of working is wrong. But it's if it's something that you legitimately enjoy doing and you hate doing it, then something's off.
Something's
could
off.
be price, could be work,
Scope of work.
Yeah, scope of work, but something's off. So that's a voice you should listen to.
That your inner gut, when your gut be like, feed me a sandwich and go to sleep. Sometimes I've called it a night. Like, you know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and it just ain't. It just the idea, not idea. Be like when I go home tonight, I got to look at one maybe new client's page, and I'm gonna look, and I'm getting in the shower, and I'm getting into bed. That's it. Me and Trip already discussed what we need to do event-wise for the purchase experts. I know what I need to do for my clients. Anything else that happens, that's a tomorrow thing. I'm learning more to not bite off so much. And then you also have to look at what you want to accomplish and what's doable. I don't need a ton of real estate clients and social media clients. I just need a few of y'all to come on. Be like, hey, you could have 4 or 5 clients for each and be like, and you can win. For my business, I only need 3 to 4 listings a month and 3 buyers and 4 to 5 social media clients. And come on, Bentley, I win. I win. Now, let me tell you how you guys can help me with that. I don't have any listings right now that are my own. If you are looking to sell your home and to sell it fast for top dollar, give me a call, 248-818-853, because what I can do is put your home all over social media and on all the popular pages of social media. And for anybody who's going to buy your home, we can offer them the programs that they need that are guaranteed to close. That's the problem. Sometimes when you sell your house, you have to be worried about, is this buyer capable of closing with this agent? That's the issue now. Everybody's like, oh, it's a seller's market. Yeah, until you try to sell it. Until you try to sell it to a bank or a shop that nobody's heard of, and it's like, oh no, they said they were going to pay cash and they really don't have the cash, and the wife's 401k is stuck, and the husband doesn't want to give the $5,000, and who's paying for the insurance? And that's where a professional realtor comes into play. So even if you wanted to have a conversation about, hey, we're trying to move before school gets started, or I'm thinking about selling one of my rental properties or buying an investment property, whatever, real estate, social media related, hell, not even event related, I guess you can give us a call. 248-818-8538 is the easiest way to get a hold of me. Yeah, so just a few things going on here. You will start to see, what's today, Wednesday? By Friday, you will see the invite on a few people's pages for the Purchase Expert event. Some of you will get email for it. Do not ignore the email. This is the event of the summer, darling. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss this event because you can get business from this event. The people who do business will be here. The people that you need to do in business with will be here. There's nothing better than being in the right room with the right people. The event that we had for the social media content hour, I picked up a client who I see all the time, and we had never talked like we talked that day. He was like, you do what? Oh, you hired. In front of everybody. He like, your energy, I didn't know this is what you did. I was like, yeah, this is what I do. He was like, here. He emailed me the stuff. I've been going over with it. I'm waiting on one piece to write up his proposal. And there we are. Sometimes, I don't care if it's 30 people in a room or 3,000, you get the 3 good conversations, the 3 QR code scans, the 3 business cards, the 3 follows, or to follow somebody on their social media pages. I'm a big in not trying to get all the people, just get 3. My goal is always 3. If I'm at something crowded, it's 3. 3 good conversations, 3 business cards. I'm okay. And y'all stop talking to the people you know at these damn events. Cut it out. Once you get in the door and you see somebody you halfway know, go talk to them. We are adults now. It's not your first boy girl party where you sit like, I know it's hard to come out your shell sometimes, but listen, it's tough competition out here. You need to be taking advantage of these things. And what better way to get all the birds with one stone, because we will all be together. Once again, the event is the Purchase Experts website launch party. We are going to be at Office Evolution, who is helping sponsor the event. We're at 801 West Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. The zip is 48084. We are across the street from Morton's. We are next door to Ruth Chris. Notice I'm naming on the steakhouses. We're next door to Ruth Chris. We are in the parking lot of Huntington Bank and right across from the PNC building. And everybody's been on Big Beaver. Cut it out. Even if you don't like to shop, you like to eat. Everybody has been on Big Beaver for something. Everybody, we all have. So here we are. It's going to be August the 17th. Get ready to get prepared to be sick of me blasting this thing out, because the Purchase Expert is a client of mine. You know, I'm a part of it. They're still our client. So, you know, my clients have an event. I'm going to push. So we want as many people there as possible. Get your business cards ready. Get your QR codes ready. I got to make sure mine is refreshed. If your QR code is on your business card, that's even better. I'm just saying, have something scanned ready, something to pass out, whatever you want to have that's easier for you, have that ready. Etch out that date on your calendar. I don't care if you just come for 30 minutes, just come say hi, shake a few hands, meet somebody who you want to do business with, and go home. So anybody that's in the mortgage field or any mortgage related fields, clients, past clients, new current clients, come on out. It's not just strictly mortgage related. My accountants, come on out. Lawyers, guys, y'all, come on out too. You know, we need y'all help. Come on out. Anybody who's closed a deal with any realtors, come on out. You know, the circle is small. We really think it's a lot of different people, but we all know each other one way or another. So I always say, either you worked at United or you worked at Quicken. So it was one of the two. It used to be you work for GM, Ford, or Chrysler. Just come on out. So we're going to have a good time. And that's it for that. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event. Now, the problem for me, I got to talk to 3 people that I don't know. Do I not know 3 people in this business trip?
Which business? That
the mortgage real estate business.
It's going to be tough, especially if you're inviting.
Yeah. They would have to bring a plus.
I mean, the problem is it's not like, the problem is it's very local.
Yes.
This business, mortgages and real estate. Like, you don't know the players downriver.
Right. So hear that, downriver? Come on to the event. Because if you are...
Pack up Mima, Jed, Trisha, get them all in the truck.
Because if you are Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb County, I probably know you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
There, but like, yeah, I mean, like Detroit, you don't know all the players in Detroit.
No, I sure don't.
So I mean, that'd be your best bet. But again, the thing is like, I don't know. To be fair, I'm a little out of my depth in this, but I don't know. Sometimes these networking events, especially for real estate agents and loan officers, if you are a real estate agent that shows properties in Sterling Heights, a brokerage in Trenton is not going to do anything for you.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like, we do mortgages in Taylor, and
right.
we show houses in Sterling Heights.
That's what a Purchase Expert ties everybody together, because we're all throughout the state.
Yeah, but maybe, because again, I'm out of my depth here. But if it's if you show houses in Lansing,
right,
you need more access to more loans, then yeah, maybe you should consider
on
these
out.
types of things.
Y'all heard that. Trip said, get your butt to this event. So there we are. But no, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. You need any help with shit? I'm like Google now. You need help with anything? Just give me a call, 248-818-8538. Thank you so much for everything, all the support, guys, for all the multiple things I have going on. I do not take your support for granted, because you could be anywhere else. You decided to be here. Huge shout out to Office Evolution for always hosting, taking great care of me and my clients. Shout out to Sean Groves and the Purchase Experts team. Can't wait to, and this is only the beginning. It feels funny to be on the ground floor of stuff. It does.
It keeps happening.
I'm like, jackpot
like
again.
over and over again.
Ground floor of N1 Mortgage Lending, ground floor Purchase Expert. Hell, I was on the ground floor of United, damn near. It was one floor was built. I was like, I'm here.
Those were the one vending machine days.
One, baby, it didn't even used to work. It was not full. I would sit there like this. I'm starving. Ain't no store around here. No store. So just looking, just anything is possible, guys. Anything is possible. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Make sure to share this out when I got to do a better job of reposting the show. That's what I'm gonna do. So I can do repost this. Make sure you share it out. I love when you guys share my videos out. I love it because the algorithm is rewarding shares over likes. So even if you think you like it, share it. That'll help me out and getting visibility on other pages. And I think that's it. So you guys stay dry, check your basements, make sure your sump pump is working, because sometimes they act up just when you don't need it to. Just watch your windows sump pump tonight. Make sure your windows are up. Make sure your garage is closed. And stay safe in this weather. And as always, here's hoping that your open house will close soon. Bye, everybody.
Later.